The Way Back to Yourself. An audio journey inspired by the way of the superior man. You don't feel like yourself anymore, do you? You wake up tired, not from lack of sleep, but from the weight of compromise. You say you're fine, but you're lying. You've been conditioned to believe that being a good man means being agreeable, pliable, emotionally available on demand, so you apologize when you weren't wrong. You shrink so others feel tall. You give and give until you vanish. You thought that if you loved hard enough, stayed kind enough, sacrificed deeply enough, someone would finally see you. They don't, because you're no longer visible, even to yourself. This is your wake-up call, not to become someone new, but to return to who you were before the world softened you, before you forgot your edge, before you betrayed your mission. Chapter 1. Purpose is your spine. Hear this. You are not here to be liked. You are here to live your mission. Everything else is noise. Without purpose, you drift. You pacify. You settle for half-lives and quarter loves. But when you live from purpose, your spine straightens. Your voice deepens. Your gaze sharpens. Purpose is not a job title. It is the commitment to a path that demands your full presence. You don't find purpose by thinking. You find it by listening to what makes you come alive, and then walking toward it with ruthless devotion. Are you moving toward your mission or away from it every day? Let it sink in. Chapter 2. The Trap of Pleasing. You think if you love her more, she'll finally feel safe. You think if you speak softer, hold back more, compromise more, she'll stop testing you. But she's not testing your patience. She's testing your center. The feminine doesn't want your surrender. She wants your strength. She throws storms at you, not to break you, but to feel you hold steady. Every time you give up your truth for harmony, you erode trust. Every time you lie to yourself to please her, you become invisible. Stop making yourself smaller for someone else's comfort. Start standing tall for your own integrity. Are you speaking your truth, or just trying not to rock the boat? Let it sink in. Chapter 3. Energy is currency. You leak psychic energy every time you over-explain, over-apologize, overthink. Your attention is your power. Where it goes, your life follows. How many people are you energetically carrying right now? How many open loops are draining you? You respond to texts you didn't want to get. You engage in conversations that feel like slow death. You give your energy to people who would never die for you. Withdraw, not to punish, to protect. Silence is a weapon, and solitude is sacred. Your mind isn't messy. It's just overcrowded. Your soul isn't broken. It's just buried under obligations that aren't yours. Start reclaiming your energy. Guard it like treasure, because it is. Chapter 4. Pain is the initiation. There's a pain you've been avoiding, a grief you've numbed, a sadness you hide with jokes, sex, and screen time. But here's the truth. Until you face that pain, it owns you. Real masculinity is not the absence of emotion. It is the presence within emotion. You must feel everything without becoming anything. This is how you become unshakable, not by avoiding the fire, but by walking into it and staying. Every superior man has walked through his own private hell. The difference? He didn't run, he let it burn, he let it teach, he let it transform. Are you ready to stop numbing and start healing? Let it sink in. Chapter 5: Women, War, and the Wound. The feminine is not your enemy, but she will become one if you treat her like a solution to your emptiness. She doesn't want your emptiness. She wants your fullness. If you haven't faced your father wounds, your mother wounds, your ancestral wounds, you will keep bleeding on the people trying to love you. Heal, not so you can be a better boyfriend, husband, or lover, but so you can become a sovereign man, a man who does not beg for permission to exist, a man who leads with love, but never abandons himself. Chapter 6: Sacred boundaries, not barriers. A boundary is not a wall. It is a bridge to clarity. It says, "This is where I end and you begin." You've been told that being open means saying yes. Being open means knowing when to say no. You're not cruel for creating distance. You're clear. You're not mean for walking away. You're mature. People will call you cold when you stop leaking warmth. Let them. Your peace is not up for negotiation. From this place, you don't chase validation. You choose truth, even when it costs you connection. Are you brave enough to disappoint others to stay loyal to yourself? Let it sink in. Chapter 7: The Lonely Ascent. This path is not crowded. It's not glamorous. It's not loud, because most men run the other way when solitude comes knocking. But here's the paradox. Loneliness is the beginning of true freedom. When there is no one to impress, no one to please, no one to reflect you back to yourself, you finally see who you are. The superior man is not afraid of being alone. He is afraid of living a life that is not his, so he walks alone, not because he lacks love, but because he respects it too much to settle for half versions. Are you walking your own path or waiting to be led? Let it sink in. Chapter 8: Choose yourself again and again. Every day is a fork in the road. Comfort or courage, compromise or conviction, sleepwalking or awakening. There's no applause for the man who chooses himself, no parade for the one who leaves the lie to walk toward truth. But there is peace, a deep, silent peace that can't be taken because it wasn't given. You will lose people. You will shed skins. You will outgrow what you once prayed for. But you will find something else. You will find yourself. The you that doesn't flinch. The you that doesn't chase. The you that leads, that listens, that loves with ferocity, and walks with fire. So I ask you, are you ready to choose yourself? The return to center. This isn't about perfection. This isn't about domination. This isn't about performance. This is about alignment with your soul, with your truth, with your mission. The world doesn't need more nice guys. It needs more awake men, anchored men, men who remember. You've heard the call. Now take the first step, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble. The way of the superior man isn't a path you walk once. It is a path you return to again and again and again, until your life becomes the walk itself. Subscribe. Not to this channel, subscribe to yourself. If you're ready, write in the comments, "I choose my peace." And keep listening. The next part